is another secret of success. This is one that I use every day, and I ask you to take this away and use it. Why? Because it can make such an amazing difference, how can I say it, to everything. You know, over 40 years ago, I received a piece of direct mail from the world's leading audio training company, Nightingale Conant. It contained an 8-page mailing piece. It was a 4-page shiny brochure and a response card and a reply paid envelope. The audio program being offered was the seminal work of the founder of personal development, in my opinion, and that is Earl Nightingale, the Nightingale in Nightingale Conant, and it was Lead the Field. It was available on a free trial. There was no money to send. I could listen to the program, and if I wanted to keep it, I could pay for it 30 days later. I mean, how could I refuse? Let me just show you. Here it is. It's got a bit wrinkly over the years, but it's not surprising, is it? I've listened to it so many times, taking away new ideas, something new every single time I listen. And while it's a trite and overused expression, it's certain that listening to that program changed my life. Just 4 years after listening to it, I was able to sell my business for enough money to retire, or at least semi-retire. And at that time, I was 42. Today, I want to share with you just one of the many fantastic lessons that's contained within Lead the Field. It's, as always, so simple and yet so profound. Here it is. Earl was talking about the big mistake so many people unwittingly make. And as always, it was in the form of a story or a metaphor. He stated this. He said, why do so many people sit in front of an empty fireplace, an empty fire, if you like, and expect heat? The fireplace is empty. There's no chance. Surprisingly, he said, we have to put the logs on, surprise, surprise, before we get any heat. And there was me thinking at the time, well, the heat just came on its own. Well, not really, but that would have been a bit silly. Stranger still, I still see people expecting to get results, but without taking the necessary actions. I don't know, perhaps they think that all of it, whatever all of it is, will just magically appear. Now, they've seen that it doesn't work, and yet they still keep doing that. They persist in that strategy. It's a shame, really. You and I are different. We know, don't we, the formula. It's as simple as this. If we put log on, just one log, then we get some warmth. If we put 2 logs on, we've got a better chance of getting even more. And if we put a load of logs on, guess what happens? We get heat time and time again for ages and ages. If we stick some water on, the whole thing goes out, everything's wasted. So I looked around and I found that there were fireplaces all over my life that actually needed more logs piled on them. And no surprise, when I did that heat result, outcomes. And after selling my company, I decided that what I'd do is I would get into the sharing my knowledge business, and I created a 15-part audio program. Now, because Nightingale Conant had been so instrumental in the amazing results that I'd had, naturally, I took the program to them and asked them if they'd like to market it. Well, they liked it, but they said it wasn't quite what their target market was buying at that time. But they did ask me if I would revoice Lead the Field for the United Kingdom market. And of course, I said yes. And here it is. Look, this is the one. Earl Nightingale up here and me, long time ago, a lot more hair in a suit back then. So I have to remind myself all the time to keep that thought in my mind. Action is the key. I've got to put the logs on the fire if I'm expecting some heat to come out of it. So I don't know about you, but I think you could take this idea away. It is such a simple idea, but then after all great ideas are simple. Now, here's another thought before I leave you for today, and it's this, is that if you've ever considered for yourself that you'd like to write a business book, so you can use it as the best lead magnet you ever had in your life, and you could even use it as a gift when you walk into a client meeting, then I'm holding a business book writing kickstart online workshop, and it's free. The tickets are free. You might want to come and join me. There's a link around here somewhere. So in the meantime, I wish you every success in all your adventures in life. So from me, Peter Thomson, until that time, goodbye for now.